Alright, we're back. I just quick loaded back to where we were. There's nothing of interest in there. There's only a couple mine golems. Not even really worth the experience to going to kill them all. So we're just gonna head out from this point. So
I'll do
Oswald,
what I can.
Fiddlebender, take us
Oh, there
away.
you are. Are you ready to go yet?
Yes, take us to
Excellent.
Kuldahar.
Just let me adjust a few things here and merrily get into the restraining jacket and put your helmet on. The other way around. Yes. All right. Here we go.
Genius and insanity to run a tight line in that family.
At long last, my uncle brought the adventurers to Kuldahar. I wish they had seen our village in happier times, after the Legion was no more. After all, Kuldahar and her enemies had all been reconciled. What they came into was a barren village. Its citizens driven out for fear of death or worse at the hands of the Yuan-Ti and their allies, the Legion of the Chimera. I remember brief periods of my childhood, traveling with Uncle Oswald in his airship, sitting on the knee of Isilor as he told us how the flowers grow. But I remember nothing more vividly, with more palpable reality, than the sight of the great oak's roots hacked from their mother trunk. To this day, when I am ill, I sometimes see those bleeding stumps in my fever. The pain exceeds the illness threefold. No man, woman, or child raised in Kuldahar during that time can forget what they saw when we returned to our village. Victory meant nothing to us.
Oh man. Let's go
There.
take a look at New
That
Kuldahar.
wasn't so bad, was it?
Nope.
I don't have any bumps on my head this time.
Good job.
Oh, be quiet, you. And while I'm talking to the nice adventurers, I'd better not catch you licking the potion bowls again. It's going to get you into trouble someday.
Oswald, why is it so warm here? Everything else is covered with snow for miles.
The magic of the great oak makes the village under its branches warm year-round. Since the Heartstone gem was returned, the circle of warmth has grown into a bigger circle, with a larger diameter, that is.
I gotcha. What's the Hearthstone gem?
A sacred relic of the druids of Sylvanas. It has awesome powers of divination and healing magic. It's the main reason why Kuldahar is in a state of eternal summer. The great oak is the other reason.
How do we get to the severed hand from here?
Well, you could take the paths down to the fields of slaughter, but the Legion of the Chimera has destroyed most of the trails. Isilor will know what to do. You can find him to the east, past the bridge and the mill.
How did Marilee come to live in Kuldahar?
She didn't always live with me, no. Marilee was separated from my brother and his wife when goblins attacked their village. We haven't heard from them in 5 years. I'm more than happy to take care of her, though.
What's that leveled building to the north?
That's where Mother Igania raised Izair and Medei. She's still buried there, but the villagers burned the house down.
Who's Mother again? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I could tell you, but I think Isilor would be more helpful than I. What happened with Igania, Izair, Medei, even to the twins' mother, is a sad tale.
What's that big tower in the middle of the clearing?
It's a watchtower. It used to be a grain tower, but Isilor and Germsey thought it would be best if it were turned into a watchtower.
Who's Germsey?
He's a sour grape. His parents were killed by orcs when he was a child, during the troubles in the valley. Now he's the captain of the town watch, and he has a thorn in his heart.
Bye, Oswald. So at last you've returned. My patience and that of my masters was almost at an end. Marilee, come with me into the airship now. Who's that? He's awfully big and snouty. Marilee, come with me into the airship now. Hi. Ah, the gnome has nowhere to run, just as you have nowhere to run. Beg if you will, but in the end you will die, just as Kuldahar will die. You know, the Legion has threatened us countless times. Here we stand. I know full well where you stand, but you are far from the shredded banner of Targos. Now you stand before Hypherus, Hand of Bane. The valley belongs to the Legion of the Chimera. All lives within it are ours to do with as we please. Those fools in the watchtower, they are dead already, and that druid, Isilor, all will serve the Chimera in death. So the Legion doesn't hold Kuldahar yet? Your conquest is far from complete unless you wage war only with words. Time and death favor us, dog. We have killed many of them already, and only a handful remain hiding behind the walls like frightened children. I have already turned their slain and the bodies of their ancestors against them. They will fall. Kuldahar will burn, and all of its works will be cast down at the feet of the Chimera. As for the half-breed druid, he cannot ignore me forever. I will draw him away from his precious Hearthstone gem, and then tear his heart from his chest. Isilor ignores you? You must pose a grave threat to him indeed. The coward hides behind the power of the Hearthstone gem, but he will not hide forever. My forces will pillage this valley until he has no choice but to come and face me. It seems the only one resorting to a coward's tactics is you. Is the Legion truly so desperate? When you feel the black hand of Bane crushing your heart, you will regret those words. When I raise your corpses, I will see to it you serve a special place in the ranks of the Legion, and Bane will be pleased as well. Oh. He made some friends appear. When I see you again, I'll have your corpses carry the banner of the Chimera as they march on the 10 towns. So much better later, not now, when we're all waiting right here. Ready to fight, any second. Yep, that's gonna suck. There's negative energy stuff all over the place from whites. Okay. Well. Mirror image. So many whites. Let's get some summons going, I guess, to help us out. Do we have restoration around? Actually, we don't really need it. Only one person got a negative drain. I wonder who it was. Oh, it's our rogue. What did he get? I don't know. It's not a level drain. Not dex. I don't know. Something's drained, but I just don't know what it is. Okay, I guess we could have turned on dead there too, but that just becomes annoying, and we don't get experience for killing them when we do that. So let's move on. What a lovely little town. Hello? Anybody? Oh, there's more undead. Lots of undead.
Stand and deliver.
Take no prisoners!
There's even a wraith, like a full-born wraith here. That is a very fast... Oh, it's a White Lord. You fight the White Lord.
I'm not sure about this.
It's almost dead, though. Pretty easy to kill. Everything's dying.
What?
According to plan.
Yes.
Let's just keep going through, I guess. I'd like to save, please. Thank you. Another White Lord.
Let us begin.
That was negative energy. I don't know what they're actually draining, though. Is it Constitution? I don't know.
Take no prisoners!
We'll rest after this, though. We have restoration spells and stuff, too, that we can get. I don't think we have any memorized at the moment.
What is it? Done.
Skeleton, come die.
Boys, right away.
Shit, there's a lot more.
I must. I'm ready.
Okay, let's fall back as much as possible.
At your service.
And let's make some friends to help us soak up some hits. Like my character's blinking out of existence.
I hope I don't get in the way. Taste my stew.
Actually gonna get her. Oh, she's stuck or something. Oh, she's feared. That's okay. If she's feared, at least she's not getting hit. That's all I care about. Where are you going?
Immediately.
Oh, you're also feared.
It shall be done.
The battle is ours!
Was Cavros the black and why did it die? Must have been special white or zombie or something, I don't know.
Stand and deliver.
But it dropped a ring or...
Watch me.
yeah, ring. I'm gonna take that ring.
I hear I will do as you
Follow
wish.
my lead. They're not going
Yes,
Okay.
I'll do what I can.
Let's group everybody back up. We're missing somebody.
More work to be done. Yes. What is it?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Done.
6. There's 6, okay. Everybody groups up. Oh, we got more freaking undead.
I'm here.
You have so good.
No, you need to heal. Good enough.
I await instruction.
Alright, we'll rest after this. We're probably gonna have to get some restoration spells out, unless this is the energy drain type that just goes away on its own, which it could be. Why can't I rest at this time? Maybe we can rest inside with Oswald? I'm hoping that that is the case.
Done.
Yep, definitely have to get
I
some
hear you.
spell book out. Alright, now what's restoration under? Level 4? 6? Restoration, there it is 4. We have 1 restoration. We can get rid of the summon. And grab another one. Alright, we'll use this one we have rest again, and then... oh, everyone has energy drain. It's gonna be a lot of restorations. It's
If I
constitution.
must. What?
She was barely affected. Barely affected. We need negative energy plane protection. But I don't think we have that spell kicking around. There we go. Everyone's fine. How do I leave? There it
I will
is.
do as you wish.
That half-orc needs to come back and die. Oh, God. Stupid pathing. No, still bugged out. Alright. Better? Excellent. Kind of annoying sometimes to get people to, should we buff? We're fine. We'll buff if we really need to later, but we've killed basically everything that we come across so far. We should really identify some stuff, though. Alright, we got acid resistance. Mirabelle's Pennant, which is Knowledge Arcana +3, which is not very useful for us. What do you mean character's too far away?
I'm here.
What the hell are you doing over there
So
by
be it.
yourself? With no reinforcements anywhere in sight. Is this the tower? I kind of want to head to the tower, I think. No, stop your stupid pathing. Just come here, then come here, then come here, then come here. No, no shift. Let's try again. There we go. Helps if I press the right button. There's the burnt out building.
What do you, I will do as you wish.
This ruined hut appears to have been torn down and partially burned. Something terrible happened here. You can feel it just by looking at the structure. Indeed, something terrible may have happened there. I guess I'll have to find out. Alright. Who has the bag of... Oh, you do. That can go in there. 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 I don't know if we need to use the Ring of Protection +2 or not, but we'll figure that out. Let's do some bracer looking. Bracers of Defense +3. I don't think they're useful for anyone. Maybe a rogue? No, I don't think so. And Wizard's Robe is the Adventurer's Robe. Kind of garbage. Acid Resistance Ring. Also not very good. It's a weird looking cape. Cloak. Cloak of Mistra, not usable by basically anybody but a mage, and it gives damage reduction 5 +1 weapons negate. Staff of the Defender +1, so +1 armor. +1 armor? Deflection, +1 deflection modifier. Cool. Ice Pick +1 throwing dagger. And almost done. What are you? House of Despana Insignia. Cast Blur, Melf's Acid Arrow, and Autoluke's Resilient Sphere once per day. And we also have a thing we can't take
I hear you.
because we are out of spells.
Very well. A stout sword and sturdy shield can take you far. If I must.
We'll just kill all of the things. And then we'll lockpick the door. Kill the White Lord, please. Stop negative energy draining my people.
Deliver.
I
Alright,
will do as you wish.
let's figure this door thing out.
Sounds good.
What is it? Done.
Problem solved. What the damn it, they've broken into the tower. I knew we should have taken the battle to them instead of hiding in here like frightened children. Nathaniel, take the ones out in front. We'll use their bodies to block the door. Now. Hold on, we've come with Oswald. Don't fire. Germsy, please, it's the truth. I recognize them. Eltimar saved my life within the Ice Temple. Lower your bow and save your arrows for your enemies. So you're the group of sellswords from the 10 towns we've heard so much about. Based on Nathaniel's tales, I expected something more. So have you come to help us or not? We've come to help ourselves. Mercenary coin flows freely in the 10 towns. Hired help is better than none at all, I suppose. I'm the only member of the Kuldahar militia left in the pass. Well, except Nathaniel here, but he doesn't seem able to do much other than tell tales about your exploits. I'm Germsy. I'm in charge here. We've been trapped in this damn tower ever since the Legion's priest started raising the dead in Hrothgar's Glen. I just wanted to hunt him down, but Nathaniel told us we should wait for you. You sure took your time getting here. Thought we'd be overrun for sure. We met that priest you mentioned, but he vanished before we could stop him. Do you know where he went? Yeah, I do. Cowards fled back to his cave inside Hrothgar's Glen. It is to the north, past the Great Gate. The bastard's been digging up graves in the glen, then raising the corpses and sending them out to kill anyone they find. Now he's having them tear apart the pass, trying to provoke Isildur into leaving the Heartstone gem. When I realized where he was striking from, I sealed the gate to the glen, trapping him and some of his Neo-Orog troops inside. I thought he would hold the... Well, he seems to have found a way around it, Nathaniel. If the rest of his troops get out here, we're dead. We can barely hold the tower as it is. That did not escape me, Germsy. Lower your voice. We're all dealing with the situation as best we can. Is there any way inside the glen? Perhaps I could stop him before he causes any further harm. I could open the gate, if you're sure to handle him. I do not doubt your capabilities, but I sense a great evil stirring within the glen. I am sure it all stems from this Banite. There's some other agenda at work, but I know not what. Just open the damn gate, Nathaniel. If they want to carry the battle to them, or him, then let them. We can't sit here and wait for him to slaughter the rest of us, and Isildur has his hands full defending the Heartstone gem for the Yuan-ti. Well, we'll gain nothing by waiting for the priest to strike again. Open the gate, and we will stop him. Very well, I shall alter the druidic ward on the gate. It will open for you, but not for that foul priest or his troops. If you choose to challenge the Banite, you must wipe out all of his troops as well. Not only must you prevent the Legion from knowing of your arrival, but even a single white or undead beast that remains alive will spawn more if not slain. The Banite's defeat must be complete. Before entering the glen, however, take care. I worry about what other forces the Bay Knight seeks to raise within the graveyard, and I fear some darker purpose behind his actions. Darker purpose? By the gods, Nathaniel, are you blind? We're cut off from the town, and knee-deep in Kuldahar's dead. Rein in your cryptic babbling, and either make yourself useful or hold your tongue. You make me wish you'd come to gone to Kuldahar instead of Jerbash. At least he knows how to use a crossbow. You sent someone to Kuldahar? Yes, we had to warn them of the undead before the Archdruid is supposed to be protecting the Heartstone Gem and... Isilor. The Archdruid is supposed to be protecting the Heartstone Gem in the center of town to the east. But we haven't seen him for days, although Nathaniel claims he still lives. Sheemish and the old man Conlin are probably still there, but we don't know for sure. We sent Gerbash, the innkeeper of the Evening Shade, out a few nights ago to see if he could warn the rest of the town about the undead, or, with Timora's blessing, perhaps even escape Kuldahar and go for help, but we haven't heard from him since he left. Damn it, I should have gone, not him. Even worse, Gerbash was carrying the key to the watchtower. If that falls into Yonti hands, or the hands of that Bay Knight in the glen, you won't be the only visitors coming through the front door. Without this tower, we may as well surrender the pass entirely. Look, if you happen to make your way to Kuldahar and back here, let me know if you turn up any sign of Gerbash. If he's alive, then more fortunate to us. If not, then we need that key back, or we'll be joining him. If I can, I will. Who are Sheemish and Conlin? Their father and son, and at last word they were still in Kuldahar. Neither of them is worth a copper in a fight, though. Conlin used to run the town smithy until his senses started to dull around the edges. Sheemish was the captain of a Yonti when he was a kid. Same time my family was killed by a band of orcs. You'd think he'd have left by now, but he stays. Orcs killed your family? Yes, they did. Killed my father and my sister right in the mill to the northeast of here. I hid in the basement during the attack. Heard my family begging for mercy and listened to the orcs tear apart our home, brick by brick, looking for gold. Anything else you want to know? Nope. That's about it. So, in the next video, we're going to go into the glen. I think we're going to call it here for the night. And we'll go kill some undead next time. It's a lovely little town. So far, kinda. Not really, it's kinda shit, but that's okay. You know what, we will make it better when we litter it with the blood and bones of the people that used to live here and are now zombies. Not exactly the ideal situation, but that's okay. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.